Good afternoon, Karen.
Hey there, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
You enjoying your summer?
So far,
Good.
Love the heat.
Yeah, I know. So I'm here with Karen Dunn of Big Valley Mortgage today. I get a lot of questions from first-time home buyers, and I know a lot of you out there have children that are becoming first-time home buyers right now. And with the market this crazy, I thought it was important that we get the professionals' answer to some questions that I hear from first-time home buyers a lot. So Karen graciously accepted my request to answer these questions for us. So I'm just going to start.
Okay.
So I'm a first-time home buyer, Karen, and I come to you and the first question in my head is, how much home can I afford? How do I know?
Well, there's so many different factors that factor into that's not really an easy question that we can answer. That we have to look at your credit, we have to see what debts you have, we have to see what your income is, and how much money you have to work with. So once we get all of those factors, then we can determine what you actually qualify for. We look at your total monthly debts, add in what your new monthly payment would be, divide that by your gross monthly income, and that's going to be your debt to income ratio. So that's one of the big things that we're looking at.
Yes, and you will hear a lot about debt to income ratio when you talk to a lender.
Yes.
So how do I know how much down payment I need?
Well, that's part of the determination that we're looking at also. So there are down payment assistance programs out there that can help offset some of the down payment and closing costs. But we do have a couple of programs where you can have as little as 3 to 3.5% down plus closing costs.
Good.
And then if we associate a down payment assistance program with that, then we can get it down even further. So we do have, low down programs.
Or if I had very wealthy parents and they wanted to give me the money, was that a possibility too?
Definitely.
Yeah? Okay.
We can do 100% gift. So we just have to document the gift. So
that's good to know.
Yes.
Okay. What do you need from me in order to get me qualified for a loan? Because I understand from talking to my real estate professional, me, that I need to get pre-qualified first.
Right. So it's as easy as a quick 5-minute phone conversation where I get that information from you. So I would just get your income information, your information to run a credit report, and how much money you have to work with or don't have to work with. I'd run the credit report, run all of the numbers in the system, and I can within 20 minutes usually get you out a quick little pre-qualification that gives you an idea of what you would qualify for and how much money you would need and what your monthly payments would be. After that, we'd like to go a step further and get your actual documentation as far as your W-2s, pay stubs, bank statements. That way we can confirm the figures that you have given us are the same ones that the underwriter will use.
Okay. And that's a very important step as far as the real estate agents are concerned, because that gives us a leg up on some of those crazy negotiations that we have to do right now.
Correct.
So I have a credit score of 720. Is that a good credit score, or what do I need in order to get a loan?
We can do loans down to 600. We actually can do loans to 580, but they're not pretty. So we kind of cut off at 600, because if you go down to 580, your interest rates are going to be through the roof, and you really, maybe just take a little bit extra time and work on the credit to get it over to that 600 mark, and that will help you substantially over the 30 years. But we do have programs as low as 600. If you are wanting any down payment assistance programs, we would need a 660.
Okay.
As far as a 720 credit score, that's very good. If you go a conventional loan, every 20 points of a higher credit score is a lower interest rate.
Wow.
So anything
I
over
just learned something.
Yeah. So every 600 to 620 is one credit, is one interest rate. 620 to 640, 660 to 680.
Okay.
And then anything over 740, you're going to have the top interest rate. So that's kind of where they cut it off.
That's good to know. And you talked about down payment assistance, but what other closing costs do we have?
There's always going to be closing costs associated with a loan. It's usually roughly between 1.5% to 2% of the sales price that you can factor in for closing costs. Like I said, we do have some down payment assistance programs that help cover the down payment and a portion of the closing costs, but usually you're still going to need to come in with $4,000 to $9,000 to $9,000, not for T9. So $4,000 to $9,000 of your portion of the closing costs. Sometimes in a different market, you can ask the seller to help cover those costs.
Yeah, not in this
but
market.
not in this market.
No. Okay, so if you have other questions about if you're a first-time home buyer, or if you're thinking about refinancing your current home, or you're a move-up buyer, Karen is available to answer all those questions for you. Karen, what's your phone number?
My phone number is 916-207-7050.
And she's conveniently located in the same building as me.
Correct.
And I've worked with Karen for a lot of years, so she's a great lender. Give her a call, ask your questions, and any questions about real estate, call me. Until next time, stay safe and see you soon.
Bye-bye.